Hello and welcome to Lee Anderson Yoga. I'm Lee and I'm very glad that you're here to practice a beautiful, fun, flowing yoga practice with me this morning. It'll warm you up from the inside out and having you feeling fantastic for the day ahead. So let's get started. Shall we begin in a comfortable seated posture? So legs can be crossed or they can be reached, stretched out in front of you, whatever suits. Allow your eyes to gently close and just make little movements in your body, starting to feel a little bit easier, softer, looser within. And then find stillness as the legs relax, arms, hands relax. The breath starts to deepen and slow. So just welcoming beautiful big breaths in, feeling the heart space open and expand. And then just letting it gently fall back in, caressing your heart as you exhale and the air leaves. So breathing in through the nose and perhaps sealing the mouth so that the breath also leaves through the nose. Just know at any time if you get that overwhelming build-up of breath and you need to let out a sudden sigh, that you can release that audibly out through the mouth. Feels great. Beautiful. Hands to heart center. Breathing in, feeling wonderful, ready. Exhaling, feeling the hips sort of ground, legs relax, a little bit heavy. On the next inhale, we raise the arms up, fingertips to the sky, and gently exhale and allow them to lower and rest with a gentle turn to the other side. One breath cycle here, letting the heart open forwards, maybe sideways. Stay as you just soften and the crown lifts a little higher. Beautiful. Next inhale, the arms return. Facing the front, palms meet, slides back down our center as if getting drawn into our heart energy. Beautiful. Exhale. Inhale, raise the arms up. Keep breathing in, full exhale, slowly exhale as the arms just sort of rest, get drawn back in down towards the earth, and there's that gentle twist around to the other side. Breathing in, letting the ribs lift up away from the hips. Exhaling, hips continue to support, stabilize. Wonderful, arms reach up again, facing the front. Palms come together and return back in front of our heart space. So we're just going to let the upper body rest back by taking our hands behind us and fingers facing our body. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Let's bring the inner thighs together, the knees nice and close, and a little bit of pressure down through the feet. Upper body's now on an angle, engaging a little bit of warmth and support through the abdominals as the arms reach beyond the knees. Breathing in, lifting up through the heart, crown reaching away. Exhale, raise both feet, reaching out through the balls of the feet. Beautiful. Inhale, lower the feet down. Feel a little bit more lightness again about the upper body, tension building through the belly. Exhale, draw the belly button into the spine to support the lower back as the feet extend all the way on out. One more breath cycle. Pressure down through the feet, heart lifts. Sides of the neck and across the collarbones softens, inner thighs squeeze together. Exhale, lifting this extending energy through the back of the legs. Steady as you lower the feet down, hands underneath the hamstrings to lift you back up. Excellent. So we cross the legs with the other leg in front this time and just sort of notice it might feel a bit peculiar, but that's all okay. Hands at heart center, shoulder blades relaxing. Exhale completely, crown keeps rising. Inhale, arms reach on up. Keep going, keep reaching and breathing. Exhale, hands just lower down to the side, rotate around, feeling the heart warm and shine out. Beautiful. Slowly return back through center. Arms lift up. And exhale, hands rest back down in front of the heart. Just feel the sides of the neck soften across the tops of the torso, the shoulders. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, gently around to the other side. So take your time with the breath and the movement, just trying to open up a sensory awareness of that connection. Beautiful. Arms reach up again with the breath. Smile as you face forwards. Hands come back in front of the heart space. Another breath cycle for the shoulders, just to rest, letting the muscle fibers reorganize themselves. Beautiful. Release the hands. Let them rest behind you. Fingertips probably like to point towards the body as you lift the knees. Let the feet rest. Inner thighs. Bring the legs together. Sort of resting on that tripod, the top of the thigh bones and the tailbone as the arms start to reach and our abdominals start to warm and feel energetic. Beautiful. Breathing in, floating on upwards, forwards, inner thighs squeeze. Exhale, reach out through the balls of the feet. Beautiful. Slowly release down. Inhale and lift. Exhale, hamstrings lengthening. Balls of the feet stretching away. Beautiful. Slowly lower down. Feet press in. Heart lifts. Exhale. So the upper body can lean back as low as you wish, providing those abdominals are strong and you're feeling balanced and steady. It's not easy. Slowly lower the feet. Lift on up. Beautiful. So exhale here with the hands, let them slide down the shins and your upper body roll over the front. You can tuck the chin down and your nose down into towards your knees, and just have a moment here, feeling the breath run down through to the bottom corners of the lungs here and soothe into the middle lower back above the hips. Fabulous. So we're just going to transition gently onto hands and knees. So spreading the fingers and placing the hands under the shoulders. Rocking if you need from side to side as the knees rest comfortably, and tuck those toes under. Inhale, lifting up, smiling forwards. Belly expands to the floor. Exhale, tuck the tailbone down, draw the belly button in. Start to contract the ribs as the chin tucks in towards the chest. That's our cat pose. Inhale, push the fingertips down, let your heart shine forwards. Beautiful. There's this easiness about the face and your smile. Tailbone lifting right up high to the sky. Exhale. Blow all the air on out. Squeeze it all the way on out, and then seal with the chin to the chest, crown to the floor. Inhale, one more. Breathing out to the sides of the ribs. Really wanting to get as much air circulating all in and within us. Exhaling, capture any stale old air and let it leave. Fingertips pushing down. Beautiful cat. Just let the body neutralize here in center. You can walk the toes backwards a little bit further and find yourself in a strong plank pose, and those abdominal muscles are engaged again. So just squeeze the glutes, soften across the backs of the shoulders as the crown stretches away from the ribs. Ribs stretch away from the tailbone. Heels are also stretching away from the tailbone. Beautiful. Another breath in, fingertips down. And on the exhale, we bend the knees, but we don't touch down. Now lift the hips, breathe in and let the hips float up towards the sky. And you can walk the feet here if you like. And just enjoy that extra lengthening into the calf area and behind the ankles. Just allow the upper body to resettle so that the spine moves backwards towards the ribs and the shoulder blades, the back of the ribs. Try not to land all the way down through your wrists. Fingers along, helping to support the upper body with the hips right up high in the sky. Beautiful. Come to stillness. Breathing in, hips stretch up and away. Exhale, legs just unravel as the heels just sort of sink closer to the floor. One more breath cycle here.
expanding across the tops of the shoulders, soft at the side of the neck. Exhale completely. Beautiful. We're going to keep the hips high as we start to breathe in and walk the feet towards the hands, lifting the hands up a little bit, bringing the feet nice and close together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full forward fold. Amazing stretch through the back of the legs. Bend the knees, roll up to standing. Oh, arms can dangle or they can reach all the way out to the side, whatever feels interesting and inspiring as the palms meet. And then float all the way back down to our heart center to rest here in front of our heart. One breath cycle just to feel the feet ground and anchor you in. Glutes squeeze and the spine extends. It just lifts all the way up through the crown to the sky. Exhale, sun salutations. Beautiful. Exhale completely, release the arms, the hands to the front. Inhale, raise the arms up. You can bend the knees and look up if you wish. Exhale, tip out of the hips, so not through the middle back, all the way out of the hips. That'll help the fingers reach closer to the floor, your toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Ground the hands and the right leg only is going to step back. Softly lower the right knee and walk the left foot a little bit wider. So we roll up here into a low lunge position. Squeeze the glutes so your hips are aligned. Beautiful. Raise the arms up. Palms meet. Stay elevated. As you exhale, reach the right arm forwards, left arm back, opening your heart forwards. Now another breath here. Let the breath carry to the back of the body, separating the shoulder blades and helping you feel like your hands are stretching further away from you. Stay with the exhale. Keep that tailbone tucked and that left foot grounded down. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up with the arms. Face the front, and on the exhale, slowly let the spine roll down the front, framing the front foot. We're going to step that left foot back into a plank. You can hold here in the plank for a moment, but if you'd rather be on hands and knees, and for the vinyasa flow, just enjoy that cow and cat, absolutely welcome to. If you're still in that plank, hold strong, breathing in, doming the upper back. Slowly, we're going to very kindly exhale. Let the knees rest, lay down the thighs, bend the elbows. Beautiful. Inhale, open your heart forward as your elbows point backwards into easy cobra. Exhale, unravel, push the floor away. Brace the belly, tuck the toes. If you're on hands and knees, please join me lifting the hips up to the sky. Oh, exhaling, relieving into downward dog. 2 breath cycles here. Breathing into the back of the body, feeling the shoulder blades expand and helping support the weight of the upper body as the hips float up. And there's that easiness about the unraveling of the leg muscles. The heels just hang closer to the floor. Exhale completely. Beautiful. So we're thinking about the right leg. We're going to bend the right knee and step the foot underneath and forwards. Land lightly on the left. Roll on up. So we're in that low lunge position on the other leg. Raise the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Reach them all the way out to the sides. Breathing in, feeling the shoulder blades maybe lift as the sides of the neck soften. Exhale, hands reach further away from themselves. One more breath here. Inviting the breath to the back of the body, behind the heart space. Just letting it softly leave. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the arms back up to the center. Flow over the front leg and just hesitate for a moment because we're going to come back up to standing. So push the right foot down, lift the hips and let that left foot float in underneath us. Lift with an inhale, lower down, let the upper body relax down the front of the legs with the exhale. Bend the knees, push the feet into the floor, and the spine unravels as it lifts, it sort of uncurls, arms keep floating. As the palms meet, feel that touch to the fingertips and the skin on your hands, and then let the hands just float back down here. So just 2 breath cycles here, allowing your curiosity to just sort of wander in and around your body. Notice how you're feeling. A bit warmer, a little bit more energized and enthusiastic, perhaps even a little bit more familiar. Feeling safer and more confident knowing what's coming up. As we repeat that sun salutation, but we'll add on a little bit extra.
Exhale completely. Release the arms, front of the shoulders soften, and you smile. Inhale, raise the arms up, bend the knees. Beautiful, out of the hips, upper body pours down the front of the legs, fingers reach towards the toes. Halfway lift, spine curls the other way. Ground the hands as the left foot steps back, lower the left knee. You can walk the right foot out a little wider if that helps support you. Hands catch the hips, lower that right hip so you're feeling a little bit more like a rectangle here through your torso. Inhale, raise the arms on up. Beautiful, open them out. Let's enjoy that twist through the lower to middle back. It's easy to feel it about the ribs and the shoulder blades. But as you exhale, draw the belly button into the spine and see if that helps support and lift the weight of the upper body. Beautiful, hands return back to the ceiling. Lovely. So staying here in the legs and the body as we release the hands behind us. Just bring the hands into like a prayer position. And you can just keep the fingertips reaching backwards and open the chest. Or if you wish, you can turn the fingertips towards your body underneath. And you can let the little finger rest into the space between the shoulder blades. Just try not to have the fingers pushing into the spine. Try to breathe in and expand the ribs so you feel the vertebrae perhaps leaning into the little fingers. Grounding down with the right hip, opening the left, tucking the tailbone under, and just having this beautiful softness and easiness about the throat, tops of the chest, tops of the shoulders, and feel that lengthening down through the arms, maybe helping the heels of the hands closer together. Beautiful, slowly release, fingertips to the body, reaching away, arms reach up. And now we flow over the front leg, frame the front foot. Fantastic. We're going to step that right leg back into our plank. So you can remain here in plank for a moment. Or again, if you'd rather be resting on your knees and enjoy those amazing cow-cat flows through the spine, you can do that. Fingertips down if you're in plank. There's a vinyasa flow coming on up. Exhale softly with the knees, bend the elbows, keep that belly button drawn in. Lift the back of the head, the crown, as the forehead rises. Beautiful. Tops of the feet push into the floor. Exhale, roll down. Push the floor away. Tuck the toes. And if you're on hands and knees, you can remain or join me as you lift the hips up into the sky for our downward dog. Oh, yes. Breathing with sound. Two more breath cycles. It's okay if the breaths are short. Just welcome as much air in as you can. And let it leave of its own accord as much as you can. Thinking about the left leg as the knee bends and the foot comes in underneath us. Lovely. Lower down that right knee nice and gently. Hands catch the hips. Take a moment if you need to let the body realign. And then the arms rise on up, palms meet. Beautiful. And then they open up for that beautiful twist. So trying to keep the hips aligned as much as possible. Excellent. Returning the arms up. Chest facing the front, staying here with the body and the legs as the arms retreat in behind us. Palms meet once again. Just sort of feel those points of connection through the fingertips. So you can just remain here, just trying to open through the lower part of the chest into the armpit area, or you can turn those fingers around. Let the little fingers rest into the vertebrae. Grounding down through the left hip, opening through the front of the right. Just breathing in a little bit more gentleness, a little bit more softening. Breathing out with ease, grace. Perhaps considering even a little kindness towards yourself. It's always beneficial. One more breath cycle. Stay with the exhale, just soften into wherever you happen to be right now. And then releasing the fingertips to the body, they reach away, float up to the sky, and then flow over the front leg. Beautiful. So just hesitating here for a moment. We're going to push that left foot down and float back up. Oh, rise the hips, right foot steps in. Excellent. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fall over the front of the legs. One more breath cycle here in forward fold. So lifting into half forward fold. Exhaling, really letting the body relax as the legs strengthen and hold you up. Exhale completely, tuck the chin under. Beautiful. Bend the knees, lower the hips as you roll up to standing. Take your time. Push the feet all the way down through the floor. Arms reach wide. Feel the feet keep pressing down as your energies are lifting and rising up through the fingertips. Hands lower all the way back down to your heart center. 3 breath cycles here. Just feeling your own magic swirl around inside you. Maybe noticing the sways, any vibrations. Any warmth, and letting the breath flow, circulate, and leave. Excellent. Let's really easily lower ourselves down into a kneeling posture. As we ease ourselves into puppy, hands reaching out wide, so a little bit different to downward dog. But with puppy, the hips are still up in the air. So you might need to walk the knees back a little bit. Breathe in, open the heart space, and then just stretching so the arms are in line with the upper body. Beautiful. Tops of the feet can press down into the floor if you want to activate the legs. Or if you'd rather it be a little bit more passive, you can let the hips rest down and then the heart just sort of opens forwards towards the thighs. Really soften under the ears, the sides of the neck towards the tops of the arms. Fingertips are keeping you grounded, perhaps the tops of your toes. Beautiful. One more breath here. Big full breath. Out. Lovely. Bend the elbows so that the forearms rest on the floor. Walk the knees in a little bit closer, and if you wish, you can bring your hands close together as well. So we're going to push down through the sides of our forearms. As we exhale, draw the belly button in, kind of a version of rabbit. And just inhale, sneaking the face forwards, shoulder blades nuzzle into the back of the ribs, tailbone points up. Beautiful. Another flow here. Exhale, really arch the spine all the way up and around. Inhale, invite the breath in down the front of the body, the sides of the body, just soften through the neck as the face smiles forwards. Beautiful. And then come into neutral so the hips can rest back over the heels. Let's bring the toes together and take the knees a little bit wider. That's it. Let the front body just rest towards the floor. It may not make the floor, or it may. Knees are wide. Arms stay rested out in front of us, and then we notice that we're hanging a little bit, and that requires effort. So let's bring the forearms back in underneath us just to support the upper body, and remind the hips to be heavy and relax back out of the way. So we're getting this length into the very lower back. Beautiful. So you can rest your forehead on your forearms if you wish, or you can just leave the head resting up so that there's plenty of room to breathe and you're feeling comfortable about your breathing. Magic. Hands press into the floor to help us lift on up. And we reposition ourselves back into that comfortable seated posture that we began in. You may want to cross the legs. leading with the non-preferred leg just for something different, just to arouse your curiosity for the day ahead, which is of course going to be different. Who knows what's ahead of us? But as you just sort of breathe gently and feel back into your body, just arousing a sense of openness, kind curiosity, allowing that awareness of your beautiful self. Just allow you to remain true to yourself. So that whatever comes along into your day, you can still rest in the trueness of yourself and remain calm in the excitement or the otherness of what the day has ahead for you. Thank you so very much for practicing yoga with me. How kind. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Leave some comments and let me know how you're feeling now, or if there's anything else you'd particularly like to stretch, move, experience. And I will certainly look forward to making a video about that, especially for you in the future. So wouldn't that be wonderful? Have a magical day. Thank you very much. Namaste.